Good morning, class. Today we discussed about electric field intensity due to an electric dipole. Class 12th, Physics, Chapter 1, Electric Charges and Fields. Today we discussed about first topic, electric dipole. What do you mean by electric dipole? A pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is called an electric dipole. See that diagram here. Positive and negative charges whose magnitude is completely equal and separated by a small distance, say 2a. Sometimes you can take 2l also. So this is what an electric dipole. A pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is called an electric dipole. Now next is what? Dipole field. The electric field produced by an electric dipole. The electric field produced by an electric dipole is called a dipole field. Dipole moment. Dipole moment is the product of magnitude of any charges from these two, magnitude of either charge and the separation between the two opposite charges. It is denoted by letter P. So the dipole moment is what? Product of magnitude of any charge, say Q, and the separation between these two charges, 2A. So the product of these two is dipole moment, electric dipole moment. It is a vector quantity because it contains both magnitude as well as direction. Its SI unit. Now you know that the unit of charge is Coulomb, and 2A is what? Distance. So the unit of distance is meter. So the SI unit of dipole moment is Coulomb meter. And the dipole moment having a direction along from negative to positive charge. From negative to positive charge. Now the main concept of today is electric field or electric field intensity or electric field strength due to an electric dipole. So let's start with the first topic of the electric field intensity due to an electric dipole and on position. You can say that axial position. Why we say that axial position? Because we are determining the electric field along the axis where the dipole is placed. Suppose that dipole is placed along the x-axis. Then electric field is also determined on the same axis. That's why it is said to be axial position. Now, see the diagram. Here, an electric dipole is there. From this to this, B to A. Here the negative and positive charge are there, minus Q and plus Q. And we have to determine the electric field at point P. Are you understand what I am saying? Now the electric field is to be determined at point P. Let us assume that at P plus Q naught test charge is placed. Plus Q naught test charge is placed at point P. Now let us assume the distance from the center of the dipole O to point P is R. O to P distance is R. Now O is the midpoint, so B point to O point the distance is A, and O to A the distance is also A, because O is the midpoint of the electric dipole. Now there are two charges, two source charges, plus Q and minus Q. So there are electric field, there are two electric fields, one for negative charge and another for positive charge. So let's start with the electric field. Electric field due to negative charge at point P is, we have already discussed in the previous class the general formula of electric field, which is E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into charge by distance square. Charge by distance square. I am not saying that R square, it is distance square. So here the formula for the electric field due to negative charge. The formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge Q by distance square. Distance from negative charge to point P means PB square. Now how can you calculate that what the distance between P and B? Very simple. The distance from O to P is R and O to B is A. So the whole distance is R plus A. The distance from the negative charge to point P is R plus A. And its direction is towards left, because at point P I have already told you that there is a test charge and this negative charge attract this test charge, so the direction of electric field due to negative charge is along towards left. Now electric field due to plus Q charge at point P. Plus Q charge at point P. Now the formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge by distance square. Now where the plus Q charge placed? At point A. And where we have to find out the electric field? At point P. So the distance between these is AP. So AP square. Now how to calculate the distance between A to P? See, O to P is R and we have to determine A to P. So we have to simply subtract from this distance minus this distance, which is A. So the distance between A to P is R minus A. So the electric field due to positive charge at point P is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge by distance square, which is R minus A whole square. And the direction of plus Q charge at point P. At point P, a test charge is there. So this positive charge repel this charge in that direction. So the electric field due to positive charge towards right. Thus, now the resultant electric field at point P. Resultant means what? Total. So we have to find out the resultant electric field E, which is equals to E plus Q and minus E minus Q vector. Why this negative sign over there? Because the E plus Q vector and E minus Q vector both are act in opposite direction. That's why the minus Q sign over there. Now put the value of E plus Q vector and E minus Q vector over there. In that equation, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q and a unit vector is taken common. So inside the bracket, here is 1 by r minus a whole square minus 1 by r plus a whole square. Now we are solving the bracket. Here we are taking the cross multiplication. So r plus a whole square minus r minus a whole square, and in the denominator place here we are using the formula a plus b a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So the denominator become r square minus a square whole square. Now open these two brackets, r plus a whole square and r minus a whole square. We are using the identity. Okay, so it becomes r square plus a square plus 2ar minus bracket r square plus a square minus 2ar, and rest of other quantities are remains same. Now open this bracket also. So r square plus a square plus 2ar, substitute the minus sign into the bracket. So it becomes minus r square minus a square plus 2ar, and see that these two physical quantities are in positive form and these two is negative, so cancelled out. Now in the next equation, see 2ar and 2ar, how much is 4ar, and 4ar can be written as 2a into 2r. Is it clear? Okay, so I will written the same 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into 2a into 2r by r square minus a square whole square into p cap. Now q into 2a. In the previous slides I'll shown to you about the dipole moment, which is denoted by P and which is equals to Q into 2A. So in place of Q into 2A we can put P, dipole moment. Now our formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P into 2R by R square minus A square whole square into a unit vector. This is our formula. Okay. Now we are taken a situation when r is greater than a. R is greater than a, then a square is too small as comparative to r square. So we can neglect it. So our formula becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P into 2r upon C. When we neglect this a square, so we are having only r square whole square, so it becomes r raised to power 4. So our formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P into 2r by r raised to power 4 into unit vector. We are cancelling one r from this r. So it becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube into p cap, and its direction towards right. Thank you, class.